Some people go to the penitentiary, get out, and go right back to the penitentiary. It's almost like they spend more time in prison than they spend on the street. What do you have in there waiting on you? What do you like about going to prison? Because it got to be something that you like. You go to prison, you experience how terrible prison is, get out and go right back. There are some people in this world you cannot help. Word of the day is victim mindset. People who have a victim mentality have often suffered through trauma or hard times. So oftentimes when you find people who have a victim mindset, they done been through some hard times and they done been through some trauma. It probably started when they were kids too. People with a victim mindset, people who have a victim mentality have often suffered through trauma or hard times, but haven't developed a healthier way to cope. See, the problem is with people with victim mindsets, most of us, when we go through hard times and difficulties, we learn how to cope with it. We learn how to deal with it. People with a victim mindset, they've never learned how to cope and how to deal with that stuff. How they cope with it and how they deal with it is toxic. As a result, they develop a negative view of life where they feel that they don't have any control over what happens to them. And that's the wrong idea to have, to say that you have no control over your life. Because basically, if you have no control over your life, you're just a leaf blowing in the wind. And wherever the wind go, that's where you gonna go. Because you don't have no direction. You don't have no goals. You don't have anything keeping you grounded to the ground. Because I guarantee you, if you don't have no goals or nothing to do, people will give you some goals and some BS to do. You get a nephew to come over by the house. Hey, Unc, why don't you come with me? Because he know you ain't got nothing going on in your life. And he know you don't even really care about your life. So why should he care about it? Get you in the car with him, get pulled over. He got a bunch of drugs and a bunch of dope. Hey, Unc, say that's yours. Am I right? Come on, man. They feel they don't have any control over what happens to them. And that's the biggest lie the devil ever told. Because you're the only person got control over what happens to you. Whatever you're experiencing in your life right now, grown men, whatever we are experiencing in our lives right now, we created. This talk is for, I'm sorry, I'm about to go. I'm trying to get into the meat of this. I'm about to go past the saying of the day. The saying of the day. You can want the world for someone, but if they don't want it for themselves, they'll never have it. You can want the world for somebody, but if they don't want the world for themselves, they'll never attain it. This talk is for educational purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional guidance, advice, treatment, or diagnosis. If you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, substance use or abuse, or suicidal thoughts, dial 988. 988 is available 24/7 nationwide and staffed by trained crisis counselors who would just a text or call away. 7 types of people you can't help. Have you ever tried to help people who only ended up hurting you in the end? All too often, we try to change the ones we love because we think we see the good in them that they can't see in themselves, but we make the mistake of assuming that everyone wants to be better and grow beyond where they are. But trying to help someone who can't help themselves can feel like taking 1 step forward and 10 steps back. In reality, some people don't change, especially if they don't want to. Ain't nobody gonna change if they don't want to. You can want the world for them as much as you want, but if they don't want it for themselves, they're not going to get it. All you're doing is pouring water into a bucket with a hole in it. That's why they don't get better, and that's why they don't change. And there's a thin line between supporting somebody who's making bad decisions and enabling somebody to continue to make bad decisions. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 1, victim-minded people. Back up here, victim mindset. People who have a victim mentality have often suffered through trauma or hard times. So a lot of times people with victim mindset really been through some trauma or some hard times. The only hang up is they never learned a healthy way to deal with it. Victim-minded people. This is what we call those who are forever pinning the blame on everyone but themselves. They never take blame for anything, especially when things go wrong, and they lack the emotional maturity to own up to their own mistakes and hold themselves accountable. They'll never own up to their own mistakes, and they will never hold themselves accountable for what they do. No matter what they do, it's always going to be somebody else's fault. Hey man, why you ain't at work right now? You need to be at work. My alarm didn't go off. Oh man, the alarm. Okay, I can't blame the alarm. Come on in. But why you ain't do your homework? Well, my dog ate it. Oh, it's the dog. No matter who you point the finger at, ultimately it's your responsibility. Their own choices and actions. Listen to this, man. Because a lot of times we say it's the world, us against the world, and it ain't. It's you against you. It's you against you, man. The world ain't put you in a bad situation, man. It really hasn't. Because there's some people who grew up on the same street as you, walking past the same drug dealers every day, seeing the same drug addicts every day, seeing the same crime in the community as you, probably had a mom who wasn't taking care of business, probably had a dad who wasn't taking no care of no business, and they didn't go out like you did. Was exposed to the same things you was exposed to. So it's not necessarily your environment. You can't keep blaming that. It's a lot of people who made better of themselves who came from bad environments. Their own choices and actions have led them to where they are now, but they refuse to see it. So no matter how hard you try, they're never going to change, because in their eyes, nothing is ever their fault. And as long as nothing is ever their fault, they will never change. 7 types of people you can't help. Self-righteous people. People who can do no wrong. People who are perfect. People who are angelic. They don't exist. Narcissistic, egocentric, and sanctimonious are all considered self-righteous people who think they know it all already. They think they are perfect and have nothing at all to change or improve about themselves, and most of them think it's everyone else who needs to change and step up. Their pride and closed-mindedness leads to their defensive and condescending attitudes, and every time you try to point out their flaws or their shortcomings, their unwillingness to change comes from deep down inside, where they are afraid to confront their own insecurities. Self-righteous people, they try to give you a front. Like they're never wrong, they never make a mistake, they're always right, and it's other people who need to change and not them. And as long as you looking at other people and not looking at yourself, you ain't gonna never get your stuff together. As long as you focus on other people and not focus on what you need to do to better yourself, you ain't gonna never get on track. Because you don't have time to worry about other people. And what other people do ain't got nothing to do with you. You can't control them. You only can control yourself. Yes?
No, it's that you have people who try to encourage, but it's still them new. They might get upset with you.
That's what we're talking about. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 3, deceptive people. You can't help somebody who won't be honest with you. You can't help somebody who won't tell you the truth. You can't help somebody who ain't going to tell you the whole story. Oh, man. 7 types of people you can't help. Deceptive people. Dishonesty and deception are the greatest evil for any relationship. That's a cancer to a relationship. Because the moment they find out that you was lying to them and you was being deceptive, they're gonna question everything you ever said. Once you perjure yourself in court, they discover that you lied in court. They're gonna strike everything you said that was true before that. Because as far as they're concerned, it ain't true. People who are dishonest are often charming and persuasive, especially when they need something from you. Y'all better be careful about people who come into your life, man, because a lot of times when people think that you got something, when they think that you, come on, man, you hear me? Come on. When they think you on your feet now, come on. When they think you got something now, you got some, here they come. Here they come. Come on. You better talk to me, Tim. Come on, brother. Come on, man. Because it's some people, man, will abandon you when you fall on some hard times. You could be sleeping out in the woods and they'll drive right past you like they didn't see you. They're not going to lose no sleep trying to figure out if you got a blanket tonight. Did you eat tonight? Are you safe tonight? But then they fall on some hard times. They see you somewhere doing good. Oh, how you doing? You looking so good. I ain't seen you in a long time. Man, y'all better be careful. Because if you don't, you're going to fall for the woo-woo. Deceptive people cannot be trusted because they act one way in public and another in private. They're two-faced and manipulative. They tell you lies, they cheat you, and even trick you into supporting them, and you end up doing favors for them or giving in to their demands. So the next time your gut tells you someone asking for help can't be trusted, Be sure of their intentions before you overextend yourself, because you don't need to be cutting your head off so somebody else can breathe, and you definitely can't be all things to everybody. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 4, desperate people. You get somebody desperate around you, get away from them, man. Because desperate people will do just about anything. Whether they desperate for a drink, whether they desperate for some drugs, whether they desperate for some money, they'll mess around and you'll find out they got a life insurance policy opened up on you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. They'll come pick you up. How you doing? I ain't seen you in a while. You doing all right? Yeah, I'm doing all right. Okay, let's just follow. Let's go. Come with me to this spot. I gotta go run some errands. Next thing you know, you coming up in a building with them. They already got the paperwork filled out. Oh, is this Mr. Johnson? Yeah, this is my uncle, Mr. Johnson. Oh, just need to sign here, Mr. Johnson. What is this? And she'll explain it to you. You get to sign it. And next thing you know, you find out she'll open up about $500,000 worth of life insurance on you. And you wonder why you keep seeing her driving behind you when you're walking. Yeah, she's going to run you over. Ruthless, cunning, and opportunistic. Ooh. These people are ruthless. Y'all know what ruthless means, don't you? These people will come in, they'll go into their grandmama's house. They will go into their grandmama's house, kill her, take the money, tear up the house, then go spend the money, then come back with the rest of the family to cry over grandma. Ruthless.
No time.
Desperate people can be ruthless, cunning, and opportunistic. They see an opportunity, they jump on it. They see an opportunity, they jump on it. They know you got some money, they're going to try to get it and separate you from it. A desperate person moves you to pity them. A desperate person moves you to pity them. That's how you know they desperate. That's how you know they ruthless, because they're going to come with a sad story. See, but I'm at the age now where can't nobody come to me with no sad story. Because I done fell on some hard times. I done moved to a state with no money in my pocket, no family in the city that I was living in, no support in the city that I was living in, and I had to make it happen. And I did it without selling no dope. I did it without selling my pride. I did it without belittling myself. Whether I had to walk until I could buy me a bike. And then once I bought me a bike, I was able to buy me a scooter. And from there, I was able to buy me a car. And then from there, I was able to get me another car. But I guarantee you, I didn't sell no dope to get it. And I didn't crawl to get it. I walked. And I lifted my head up. You got to be careful. I'm not going to feel sorry for me. Because you can get up and move out of any situation you find yourself in. And I don't care how old you are. You can be 50 and change your life. You can be 60 and change your life for the better. You can be 30 and change your life for the better. There ain't no time to be sorry, feeling sorry, having no pity parties. We grown men. It's time to stand up and move forward. These kinds of people are willing to do anything and everything just to get what they want, even if it means stabbing you in the back. They don't respect your boundaries. Rather, they abuse your kindness and see it as a weakness. They'll also abuse your time and your energy. The worst part is they're always asking for favors, but never paying you back. And they have no problem using your good nature against you. So instead of wasting your time trying to help someone like this, staying away as far as you can is probably the best way to go. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 5, disloyal people. You can't help disloyal people. Disloyal people, they'll take somebody else's side over yours. They'll take somebody's side over yours. That's how you know a disloyal person. Oh man, disloyal people. Disloyal people are quick to get angry at you over the smallest things, or maybe they pick fights with you over nothing. Some people are just too disloyal for you to help. You may think that they're your friend or family. The truth is, you don't want someone disloyal in your life at all. They'll take other people's sides over yours or talk about you behind your back and are unwilling to change and be better because they don't really care about you enough to change. They're more likely to lose interest in you and move on to something else rather than own up to their faults and learn from them. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 6, doubtful people. They don't believe nothing. Doubtful people. They're skeptical of everyone and everything good that comes their way, and distrustful and pessimistic, harsh and judgmental. They never go along with any of your positivity, gratitude, or optimism because they rather sulk and criticize everyone and everything. And the worst part is, it probably won't be long before you start acting the same way, because if you're hanging around someone who is a doubter, that stuff rubs off. That stuff rubs off. You hang around a person who's always questioning stuff, always doubting stuff, and you'll find yourself doing the same thing. That's part of that being toxic. It probably won't be long before you start acting the same way too, because if you get too close to people like this, they could end up getting into your head and filling it with doubt as well. 7 types of people you can't help. The last one, final one, number 7, quitters. You can't help a quitter. You can't help somebody who's going to quit on you. If you tell a person, look, man, I'm going to see this through with you, man. I'm going to go through this with you. I'm going to walk through this fire with you, man. I'm going to help you get through this. And y'all halfway through it, and you just going through it. And you ain't got to be there, but you there because of them. And you look over and they back there, like, hold up, man, you better come on. This ain't my thing. I'm helping you. If you have someone in your life who's a chronic quitter, you're better off staying away from them than trying to change them. Whether it's a relationship, career, or personal goal, they can't commit or complete to save their life. No amount of kindness, generosity, or encouragement will get them to change their ways, because they're so stuck in a loser mentality and they think whatever they do will either fail or be difficult to work. They're flaky, inconsistent, unmotivated, and usually just good at the beginning. It isn't fair to give your all for someone who isn't willing to put themselves out there. So if they themselves aren't willing to change their ways and be better, then holding on to them will only leave you hurt and emotionally drained, and life is too precious to waste in the wrong company. 7 types of people you can't help. Number 1, person with victim-minded people. Also, number 2, self-righteous people. People who know everything. Number 3, deceptive people. You can't help somebody who ain't gonna tell you the truth. Number 4, desperate people. Number 5, disloyal people. Number 6, doubtful people. And the final one, quitters. You can't help a quitter.
Associated with all those characters, personalities, or been acted in that way.
Mm-hmm.
And I know for me, it was lack of self-esteem. I didn't even understand what self-esteem was. I didn't have a good understanding of my own self-value. So no goal, so you'll go for anything.
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous. All of those are dangerous.
Oh man.
All of those are dangerous. You can lose your life with anything.
Bro, I was just gonna say that. This man, he is, bro. That's 100% real, man. That just gave me a chill, a hair on my arms, just like that. For real, when he said that, because it's real, man.
That's true.
Put yourself. The reason we say 7 types of people you can't help, because being in a company of these people can cost you your life. Because how can you help somebody who won't help themselves?
Don't give a damn about you.
It don't give a damn about you. You remember Sodom and Gomorrah? Remember Lot's wife?
Yeah.
When she turned around and turned to salt? Why you turn around and look at what you're supposed to get delivered from? You would be a fool to go back to what God delivered you from. And I'm a firm believer that there's some of us, the reason God ain't delivered us from some stuff is because we don't want to be delivered from it. Oh man. It's some people don't want to stop drinking. It's some people don't want to stop drugging. That's more important to them. But I tell you this though, man, I know some people, man, they can't get a job or keep one. They can't get a car and keep one. I mean, they might get a job, but they can't be consistent. You know, because if you go and get a job and do good for like a year or a year and a half, and you think you're doing something, 9 times out of 10, you're doing that to prove something to the people around you that you can do it. But the whole time, you got that right behind your head, man, I want me some crack, some crack, some crack, some crack. Yeah. Man, I want to drink for a whole year and a half. So once everybody, you think you got everybody done bought into your stuff, man, go get you a drink and binge. Go get up on some crack and binge until they find out you back on it. It's a lot of people who haven't been delivered because they ain't ready to be delivered from some stuff that they caught up in. They don't want to let it go. They don't want to be consistent and go to work every day. It's hard for some people to get into the mindset of getting into the game and going to work every day when all you've been doing is waking up and doing whatever you want to do for the past 10 years, 15 years. Come on. Waking up and being responsible for yourself. To them, that's a fear. It's a fear of success. Because if they get the job, guess what they got to do then? They got to go to work every day. Guess what they got to do then? They got to get off drugs. guess what? They can't have no more late nights. Some people ain't ready for that. Appreciate you throwing that in there, man. That's good stuff, Tim, because you done come a long way, brother.
I believe so.
Man, come on, man. If you just sit, man, from day one to now, you done grown leaps and bounds. He'll be the first one to tell you, so I ain't telling you something that he won't tell you himself. I'm telling you. He came in here, he wasn't ready for nothing. Wasn't ready for nothing. Now working. Man, that's just incredible to me, man. Incredible to me. A person that changed their lives. He's the proof of it. So that should encourage the rest of y'all, man. But he's not the only one in this room, though. It's other people, bro. Look at Philip Timothy. Don, Champion. Like, really be handling their business. Some of y'all, you know, y'all gonna do the same thing. Y'all on your way to be doing some great stuff, you know? My little young guy back there, leaps and bounds. He's doing good, man. Incredible. I'm proud of him. So for the rest of y'all, keep it up, man. Be encouraged. Any other questions, concerns, or comments, though?